Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling all across the Lone Star State, going to great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for Brazilian-style all-you-can-eat pizza and ice-cold cocktails.
That is incredible.
A lot of flavor, huh?
So much flavor.
Plus, we're heating things up in the new Texas Eats outdoor kitchen with Chef Cesar Zepeda.
What's that marinade you're making there?
The marinade is very simple. Fresh cilantro, garlic, salt and pepper, and a little bit of oil.
And we're headed to a classic diner serving up some of the largest plates in Houston.
Look at this. This is my hand. I got a big hand. That's bigger than my hand right there. And I love doing this one too. Look, it's bigger than my face, bigger than my head right here.
All that and more right now on Texas Eats. First stop on our tasty adventure is at a food stand serving up some delicious sweet and savory beignet creations.
Let's go inside the Beignet Stand. Joining me now is the co-founder, Michael Grimes, out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us, man.
Thanks for coming out today.
And this is actually, it's a stand. It's called the Beignet Stand, but this is actually a stand.
Absolutely.
You walk up to it like an old school burger joint, right?
Yes, sir.
How did all of this get started?
We started off actually as a spice and sauce company, and we were looking for other ways that we could utilize my knowledge with food to create another business concept. And we got the attention of the Pearls Farmers Market. We got a unanimous vote, and we've been a vendor there every Saturday and Sunday for the last 5 years.
Now, I mean, it's beignets, but you're transforming them into like breakfast, lunch, and dinner over here.
That's correct.
And the first one I want to bring up right here. Talk to me about these. What's inside each one?
So this is our beignet breakfast sandwich. What we have is our beignet bun, and we have our souffle styled egg. We have 4 slices of bacon. We have our house garlic aioli, and then we have our American cheese melted on the top and the bottom bun. And then we coat everything with a garlic honey butter.
This is the breakfast sandwich, and that's the bite.
Enjoy.
Oh my goodness.
It's a good sandwich.
This breakfast sandwich is loaded up. It is so much egg in there. Deep fried to perfection. And then you can pick between bacon or ham. I love the ham on there. American cheese, so it's gooey. It's got the sauce on there as well, that aioli. It has really nice flavors on there. It all comes together. And that beignet bun is the perfect vehicle for this sandwich. From breakfast now on to lunch / dinner, right? Because you got burgers on the menu.
That's correct.
And these things are loaded up. I mean, just dripping with goodness on there. So what goes inside?
So what we have right here, again, utilizing the beignet as the bun.
Nice.
Then we have our patties. Our patties are actually ground brisket, short rib, and shoulder claw mixed together. So we have a pastor marinade on there. We griddle some onions that are covered in that garlic honey butter. Then we have 2 slices of Monterey Jack cheese, put a little bit more of that burger sauce on it, and then the top bun, again, dredged with the garlic honey butter.
Cheers. That's the bite. Whoa. Bam! If you're looking for a juicy burger, over the top, something you've never had before, this thing is just layered with flavor. There's so many different ingredients thrown all in there. The 3 different kinds of meat used to make the patties themselves, the onions, everything just works. The cheese, the sauce, and then you have the beignets on the outside. This thing is big, and it's gonna fill you up. I dare you to finish it. It's gonna be crazy. Now we're moving on to the chicken sandwich. All right, what goes inside this one?
Okay, so what we have is our special house mayo that we use for it. It's actually an apple butter mayo that we use, which is our chicken sauce. Of course, we have the pickles on the bottom bun. Fry it up, then we put our special sauce on there again. And of course, for this one, I had to top one of our sandwiches with a little bit of powdered sugar.
Here we go. That's the bite. Wow. Oh my goodness, give us an elbow. Oh my goodness.
One of our favorites.
That's next level delicious. An 8-ounce deep fried chicken patty gets put between the beignet buns on their chicken sandwich out here. Pickles, sauce, over the top. I mean, crunch out of this world. I've never had anything like it. It just works. And the flavor, everything gets locked inside with the chicken, so it's super juicy. It is one of the best chicken sandwiches in the city. On to dessert. I mean, you think beignets, right? So you gotta have the sweets out here. You have 3 different kinds. What are we looking at?
So we have multiple varieties. What we like to offer here at the Beignet Stand is, of course, our classic take, and then we are in San Antonio, so we have our churro-inspired beignet. So the classic, of course, being coated with powdered sugar. Our San Antonio-style beignet, which is our churro beignet, being coated on the exterior with cinnamon, sugar, and cardamom. And then right here we have a little take gonna play on strawberry and cream cheese.
All right, you grab which one you want. I'm gonna go for this guy
This
right
is
here.
my favorite, actually. This is the churro with cajeta, which is a Mexican goat's milk caramel and toasted coconut.
All right, cheers to you.
Cheers.
These are some of the sweet beignets. Oh my God.
It never gets old.
Oh my gosh.
I really wanted to showcase the versatility of the donut.
That is incredible. Michael, thank you so much for having us out here. The Beignet Stand, brick and mortar, now here in San Antonio. Don't forget to grab a coffee, some drinks, some tea as you're going along, because you're gonna need to wash it all down. You can't do this by yourself though, so who's out here with you?
You know what? My wife and I started this business 7 years ago. We have a great staff that we include as our family. We welcome everyone in San Antonio to come along. I will be here, happy to serve y'all.
This is a great stop. I'm so glad to be here.
Thanks
and
for
so
coming.
are the people around here in San Antonio.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming by.
Of course, man.
Now, we're headed to Houston for an authentic New York deli experience.
Let's go inside Kenny and Ziggy's. Joining me now is Ziggy Gruber. He is the owner out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us.
David, thank you very much for coming out and visiting us.
This food is over the top. That's the only way to describe it.
You know,
Look at this.
At Kenny and Ziggy's, if anyone left here hungry, I wouldn't sleep at night.
Yeah. How did all of this get started?
My grandfather had the first delicatessen on Broadway in the early 1900s. And from there, they had about 7 restaurants, and I'm third generation. Somehow I came here and I loved it, and I've been here ever since.
I love it. But I want to talk about the matzo ball soup in the front first. What's going on with that? How do you prepare that?
Okay, so the matzo ball soup, we use a special matzo meal, and we add some schmaltz to it and garlic and seasonings, and we roll the matzo meal and everything into a bowl, and we poach it in this beautiful golden broth. We make our matzo balls from scratch.
There we go. That's the matzo ball. That's the bite. Wow, the matzo ball soup, so good, it's delicious. The matzo ball itself is tender, it just melts in your mouth. It has all those savory notes in there as well. You have all the veggies, the noodles, the chicken, that's high quality, top cuts from the chicken as well. This is definitely the soup you have to try. This one is like the biggest sandwich possibly I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, so that's our signature sandwich. It's called the Zelligabetsky. It's a homage to my grandfather because he used to tell me Yiddish folk tales, and it always used to start off with in Zelligabetsky's time. There's about 4 pounds of meat on that sandwich.
Oh my
And
gosh.
as you can see, it's got turkey pastrami, tongue, pastrami, corned beef. It's got roast beef. It's got red pepper on there. It's got Russian dressing and coleslaw on very thinly sliced rye bread. And we have a challenge. If you eat this whole thing, you will get a free piece of cheesecake. So,
Just what you want after eating all of this,
no,
right?
well, yeah, call it a 6th sense of humor or whatever.
The Zelligabetsky.
All right,
Cheers to you.
cheers.
That's a bite. This is delicious. This
Yeah.
is really good.
Thank
You know what? I probably could finish this whole thing.
You probably will.
The Zelligabetsky sandwich, if you could finish this thing, good on you. It is incredible, the size of this sandwich. I've never seen anything like it. If you do finish it, you win a free slice of cheesecake. Don't know if you need the cheesecake, maybe you'll take it home, but it's delicious, it's loaded with flavor, and it's fun to try.
So I want you to try the pastrami. You know, we make this here ourselves, and we're famous for it, and we sell this all over the country.
Okay, cheers to you.
Boom.
There we go.
All right.
That's the bite. Oh my goodness. Give me some more love on that one. Woo! The pastrami is made in-house. It's on that rye bread as well for that sandwich. You take the bite, you don't need sauce, you don't need anything else added to it. The pastrami has so much flavor, and you get all that fat, that little bit of oil that comes out of the meat. You have that smokiness that's in there as well. You have all that bark, the seasoning that's on there. It just melts in your mouth. Once again, the bread, the meat, they know what they're doing out here. This stack right here, it's a huge stack, and it got a lot going on. Talk to me about this.
Okay, so everyone does chicken and waffles, and I said, okay, so let's do something for the young kids. Let's come up with something. So let's do our chicken schnitzel with bacon on waffles with onion strings.
All right, cheers. This
Okay,
is
go ahead.
the chicken schnitzel, bacon, and waffle. That's the bite.
Good.
Give me some elbow on that one. Oh my gosh. The chicken schnitzel tower is their play on chicken and waffles. It is delicious. You got the bacon in there, comes with syrup on the side. This is the way you got to do it. You got to go in, take the waffle off each at a time, and make sure you got the bacon on there, you got the chicken. Just eat that like a little sandwich all by itself. It is incredible.
You know, besides the delicatessen, we are the largest purveyors of smoked fish outside of New York. And we hand cut from head to toe, European style, the fish. When you taste our Nova, that's the difference. It's the way we cut it. Take one of our bagels. Let's smear some cream cheese on there.
All right, cream cheese.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so grab that, put that on there. If you want, put a little tomato, cucumber, whatever you want.
Yeah, let's dress it up a little bit.
Dress it up a little bit.
Tomato.
Little onion.
Little onion.
Okay.
Little cucumber. Okay, cheers.
Okay, yes.
That's the bite. There we go. Wow. It just melts in your mouth. That is incredible. All right, when you come out here, you have to save room for dessert. You have a slice of cheesecake right here. Look at the size of this thing. Come on.
We have a full bakery. We bake everything here on premise. We bake for about 70 other restaurants in town here.
You guys, this is it. Kenny and Ziggy's, a great restaurant here in Houston that you have to come visit. This is the place to come to get all of your deli needs, wants, and your desires, and the cheesecake.
Thank you.
Get out of here. This is incredible.
Is that the best cheesecake?
This is the best cheesecake. Oh my goodness.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we dig into a chalupa burger at one of San Antonio's favorite burger joints.
This is it's like Tex-Mex, it's burgers. It's like if you can get San Antonio and this whole part of Texas and put it into a burger, this is it right here.
And next on the show, we're heating things up in the new Texas Eats outdoor kitchen with Chef Cesar Zepeda.
What's that marinade you're making there?
The marinade is very simple, fresh cilantro, garlic, salt and pepper, and a little bit of oil.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here at the outdoor kitchen, and joining me here today is Chef Cesar Zepeda from Sangria on the Berg here in San Antonio. Thank you so much for being here, Chef.
Thanks for having us.
And who's here with you today?
Our executive chef, my name is Betancourt from executive chef of Sangria on the Berg.
Fantastic, and it smells delicious out here. You got a little pasta going on. What are you making here today?
We're making green spaghetti.
Nice. Okay, and how do you make that?
We start with the sauce. Our sauce is very simple. It's a poblano sauce. It has onions, garlic, cilantro, a little bit of Oaxaca cheese, salt, pepper, cream cheese, and a little butter.
All right, so you have the poblano chopped up right here. After everything's chopped up, you got some onions. Everything goes into a saute pan, right?
Then we go saute. You don't want to overcook it. You're not browning this. You're getting it. You're basically just softening. Once it's softened, it's good to go. You want to keep the colors bright. Saute pan. You're adding your cream cheese. You're adding your heavy cream. Let that reduce a little bit, and we're going straight to the blender.
We're mixing it up a little bit, but you don't want to over-mix it too much, right?
Don't over-mix it, and also you want to add your cilantro at the end as well. Cilantro is going to give you that bright color.
You got the saute pan over there getting all nice and hot.
We have our pasta already going.
Okay. All right, how much sauce do you want inside of here?
We put about a cup.
About a cup.
And it's going to look a little like too much, but that will reduce and thicken up a little bit for us.
Okay.
And right when this thing starts bubbling, we get it going. But while we're doing that, we can grab our chicken.
Okay, fantastic. Now the chicken hopped on the grill, and what's the process behind the chicken? What's that marinade you're making in there?
The marinade is very simple, fresh cilantro, garlic, salt and pepper, and a little bit of oil.
Okay.
Give that about an hour or so if you have that time on the grill. It just imparts a lot of flavor.
And we're gonna get both of these guys off. Oh my gosh. Just dripping with flavor.
As we see, our sauce is doing its thing. You see that bubble we're talking about?
Oh yes, yeah.
Come in there, it's starting to reduce a little bit. I will come in with some pasta. And it's okay to get a little bit of that pasta water in there. It's just gonna help thicken it up.
Now, I wanna talk about this process right here, the noodles and sauce in the pan. This is something that people don't do at home, but it's a really important step, right?
It's a great way to thicken up that sauce, get that all nice and stick to the pasta, what you want. So every bite when you pick it up, just sauce is dripping off. That's what we really want. We're grating a little Oaxaca cheese right here.
Oh yeah.
And that's gonna give it that nice finishing creaminess. And see how that
That thickened up real
Thickened
nice.
up real thick, real quick.
All right, now time for plating.
For plating, center of the plate.
Right into the bowl like that.
Then we go with a little bit of our chicken breast that we grilled off. Let it rest just a little bit.
I mean, everything. As soon as you started cutting into the chicken, you could just smell the flavor that you had on there, that quick marinade that you did.
Just a quick marinade. It's so easy. Cilantro, and then we come finish it with a little queso fresco.
We just showed you how to make the dish right here. Chef Caesar, Madi, they both showed you guys how easy it is to do at home, but you can actually go out to the restaurant and you can get this there as well, right?
We're gonna do this on brunch. Starting this weekend, we'll do a little fried egg to make it brunchy. That's what you do, right? And then we'll have it on our culinary menu, which starts August 13th.
Chef Caesar, thank you so much for showing us how to make this recipe. Madi, come on over. We're gonna give it a try here. We got the chicken, we have the pasta, everything right here. Beautiful presentation. You guys can make this at home. You can get it over at the restaurant, Sangria on the Berg. Thank you so much for coming out here, you guys. More information, just follow the link at the bottom of the screen. Oh my God. That is fantastic. Thanks to our friends at the Lone Star Barbecue Pro Shop for supplying us with everything that we need to get grilling and smoking out here. And if you want to barbecue like a pro, just go check them out. They're in Helotes. You have all their information on the screen right here. You can get all kinds of seasonings, sauces, cast iron pans, everything you need to be a professional in your own backyard.
And next on the show, we dig into a chalupa burger at one of San Antonio's favorite burger joints.
This is it's like Tex-Mex, it's burgers. It's like if you can get San Antonio and this whole part of Texas and put it into a burger, this is it right here.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. We're traveling around the Lone Star State on a mission to pair ice-cold Shiner beer with amazing food. And that's why we're on the north side of San Antonio to go inside a Big's Burger Joint. Let's go check it out. Joining me now is Alexander Stanley. He is the co-owner out here. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming out.
And right in front of us, we have some different items on the menu, some of your top burgers and some hot dogs. Oh, yeah. And then we have a selection of Shiner beer as well. Now, how long has the restaurant been here?
We opened in August 2006.
Oh, wow.
So about 16 years almost.
Yeah. This one right here, though, is like the guy, right? This is the burger.
This was once the 21st best burger in Texas, according to Texas Monthly.
What?
This is the chalupa burger. So this is our half-pound patty. It is Angus beef, 80-20. Comes with a tostada shell with homemade refried beans, homemade pico de gallo, and shredded cheddar cheese underneath the patty on top of that bun.
Look at this thing. I got big hands. This is a really great sized burger. It's messy, it's good, and this is the bite. Oh, wow. The chalupa burger is so flavorful. The pico de gallo that's on there, the cheese, the beans, that little tostada shell that's on there as well as that crunch you want. Toasted on the top and the bottom on the buns. Half-pound patty, cooked to your likeness. It is so good. This is it's like Tex-Mex, it's burgers. It's like if you can get San Antonio and this whole part of Texas and put it into a burger, this is it right here.
Absolutely. We've been perfecting that here since 2006, but prior to that, my mom was making those in the kitchen at home, and so the recipe has had many years of practice. This is a barnyard chicken sandwich. So it's got our 8-ounce chicken breast on there. It's got some smoked applewood bacon, has a sunny side up egg with some pepper jack cheese.
Y'all know how to cook some eggs. Here we go, watch this, there we go. That's like ooey gooey eggy heaven right there.
We call it making it dirty for $1. It gets a little on your hands and
Alexander,
on your face, but it only costs $1.
There you go. The barnyard chicken sandwich, that's the bite. The barnyard chicken sandwich is delicious. Tender chicken on there, cheese. This one has the egg in there. It's called getting it dirty. You can get it for $1. You get a fried egg put on any one of the sandwiches. So right when you bite into it, the egg just is runny. It combines with everything that's in there as well. Kind of adds like a second sauce. This is a phenomenal chicken sandwich. And y'all are not playing around. I mean, it's not called Big's for no reason, right?
That's the name, and we're sticking to it.
I gotta take another bite of this one. This is a great sandwich. Now, if you want to go crazy, not only do you just have a double that's just a 1-pound burger, you have a triple 1.5 pound burger.
Well, so that is 3 of our half-pound patties. Comes with cheddar cheese, And we have an over easy egg on this one. Yeah.
Oh. That was a surprise attack right there from the egg. That was good. If you're looking for a big cheeseburger, it's in the name out here, Bigs. You gotta get the 1.5 pounds. It's 3 patties. It is incredible. You can get them cooked however you like. Add the cheese on there for $1 extra. You throw the egg on there as well. That runny egg into the burger meat with the cheese on the double toasted buns. It is delicious, and you gotta wash it down with an ice cold shiner. Now, you got burgers, chicken sandwiches, hot dogs, side items, but you gotta wash it down with something ice cold and refreshing, and that's why we have all these different shiners here in front of us. Now, what does shiner mean to you? What does this relationship mean to you?
Well, Mr. Alvarez and his family have been coming here for years. He's a great friend of my mom. They eat here once a week on Friday nights. They love the burgers, we love their beer. It's a match made in heaven.
I'm going for the OG right here. A little bit of Shiner Bock. Which one are you gonna reach for?
I am a fan of the sea salt and lime.
There you go. Okay.
You know.
Mix it up. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
To you. Ice cold Shiner and burgers, sandwiches. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. But now you got hot dogs.
Well, so my mom, born in Chicago, had to bring a Chicago dog on the menu. So you've got your mustard, onions, sweet green relish, sport peppers, pickle, tomato, and a little bit of celery salt on top.
You guys, Biggs out here off 1604. I mean, what a fantastic place to have here in Texas and San Antonio. Chicken sandwiches, burgers, big burgers. It's Biggs and Chicago dogs. Cheers to you, sir. Thank you so much for having us out here.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, wow. Give me a little one time. Woohoo!
And next on the show, we're headed to a classic diner serving up some of the largest plates in Houston.
Look at this. This is my hand. I got a big hand. That's bigger than my hand right there. And I love doing this one too. Look, it's bigger than my face, bigger than my head right here.
So don't go anywhere. More Texas Eats is coming up after the break.
Now we're here in Houston in the Gulf Gate area to go inside of an iconic diner that's serving up huge cheeseburgers, smothered pork chops, and all kinds of dessert. Let's go inside Dot Coffee Shop. Joining me now is the general manager out here at the restaurant, Angela Martinez. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Right in front of us, we got like the whole menu. This is it. Like, these are all the big hits right here. Talk to me about Dot Coffee Shop. How did it all get started?
Yes, sir. So Dot Coffee Shop is part of the Pappas brand and is actually one of the first restaurants that was opened up. We've been here in the Houston area well over 50 years. I would say we're an icon in the Houston area. It's where you come to get comfort food, spend time with your family, and get great service and great quality food at the same time.
When you walk in, you can just smell it. And then you got all the cakes, pies, and everything right there in the front. I mean, it's like you're being hypnotized when you come over here to your table. I want to start with breakfast right here. This is the Houston omelet, like an homage to Houston. It's got a little bit of everything in there, right?
Yes, sir. We actually call that the H-Town everything because it has everything that Houston is known for, right? We love our meats and we love our veggies and we love cheese and just it's all thrown in one omelet. And so it's got bell peppers, onions, bacon, cheese, and ham. And then, of course, more cheese on top.
And this is huge. Look at this. This is my hand. I got a big hand. That's bigger than my hand right there. And I love doing this one too. Look, it's bigger than my face, bigger than my head right here.
Cheers.
That's the Houston omelet. Oh, come on. It's delicious. It's straightforward. That's what you want from an omelet.
Absolutely.
This one right here, this is like you said, this is the one to get. Chicken fried chicken, right?
Absolutely. So first and foremost, we do make our own chicken fried steak flour in-house. We make our gravy in-house. We have a gentleman that has been working here for well over 30 years that has perfected that recipe. And
what's his name?
His name is Jesse.
Jesse.
He is someone that just works every single day with some pride, and it produces this beautiful gravy.
This right here, when you think of like breakfast, this is like next level over the top breakfast right here. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Oh my goodness, the chicken fried chicken. Here we go.
Yeah, it's so good.
Wow. When you come out for breakfast, you have the Houston omelet, which is a great option, completely loaded up, all the protein that you want on the inside, cheese, you have tomatoes on the outside as well. You have to get this one if you're looking for the big omelet. You can also get the chicken fried chicken. You have 2 eggs that come on out there. Get them sunny side up, the hash browns on the side as well. Everything is delicious. But that chicken fried chicken with that gravy that's made by Jesse in the kitchen, next level delicious. Talk to me about this burger. This is like ridiculous.
Yes, sir. So this is our double bacon cheeseburger. It's fresh ground beef. It's an 8-ounce patty, so here you got 2, so it's 16 ounces worth of a burger, and then a beautiful 2 slices of bacon over the top.
Oh my goodness. So
Yes,
I'm going in for this burger. Okay,
I can't wait to see this.
I love how this was supposed to hold the whole thing together. Look at this. The double bacon cheeseburger is phenomenal. It tastes like you're eating steak inside of the burger. The meat is such high quality. The seasoning's really nice. All of the fresh produce has a really good snap to it. The tomato adds that little bit of acidic bite you want. Then you have that toasted sesame seed bun that's brought in every day. Delicious. When you think of that classic, iconic Americana burger bite, this is what you want. You have a smothered chop
That's
on
right.
the menu. And this comes with mac and cheese, greens on there. How do you make the chops?
We actually put our mixed salt that we make ourselves in-house, and we just add some flour to it. Obviously, throw it on the grill. A hefty amount of grilled mushrooms and grilled onions, and then we put it over a bed of rice that's made fresh, along with that brown gravy.
Cheers. That's the bite. The smothered pork chops are phenomenal, especially if you're feeling extra hungry. There is so much food on this plate. You got that rice on the bottom, the 2 smothered pork chops, you got a hefty amount of mushrooms. This is where it's at. When you're thinking of comfort food, this is the dish to get. Is there anything y'all don't make? I mean, you got coffee, you got the drinks, you got it all, right?
Yeah, we can make anything. I mean, at the end of the day, we kind of speak to the whole city of Houston, and this is the spot to come to enjoy your family. This is also the spot to come after a hard day's work or before work, or even after a nightlife inside the city.
Yeah, it's 24 hours.
And we're 5 minutes from downtown, so.
Dot Coffee Shop, an iconic restaurant here in Houston that you have to visit. I mean, come for one thing, come for it all. It doesn't matter. It's all going to be delicious. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is where it's at, y'all.
Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here on the east side of San Antonio to go inside of a restaurant that's become one of the most popular places to grab breakfast in the Alamo City. Let's go inside Panchos and Gringos. Joining me now is Sergio Calderon. He is the owner and chef out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
And you know, there's so much good food out here. Such an iconic spot in San Antonio. How did this all get started?
Well, it started with the inspiration from my mother. My mother was the one, she inspired me. When I was very young, I was about 7 years old. But when I moved to New York, became my dream.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
wonderful.
So, yeah.
Right in front of us right here, we have 3 different kinds of breakfast tacos.
Yes.
These are no joke.
No.
This thing is the size of my hand, y'all.
Yeah.
This thing is massive.
It's almost impossible to cut it.
It's big enough to cut in half.
Yeah.
There we go. Breakfast tacos out here. Oh, no. Woo! But when you get the eggs on there, you're getting jumbo eggs. They're not playing around. These things are huge. The bacon, potato, egg, and cheese taco is over the top. You're only going to need one to fill you up. This is a huge breakfast plate, and on this one, you got a little bit of everything.
It's chilaquiles, which is the tortilla chips fried, crispy, and then we sink it into a nice, tasty salsa, and then you choose your eggs. Comes with home fries and beans and flour tortillas.
And also on the side on this one, we have the barbacoa, but you can also pick chorizo if you want something
Yes.
different, right? All right, so grab your fork and knife.
Okay.
We're going in on this one together. This is like the ultimate breakfast bite. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Give it some love.
Yeah, yeah.
Another iconic dish that you have out here, and you're bringing it back. It was gone for a
Yes,
while.
yes.
The country fried steak, right?
Yes.
Talk to me about this dish.
Well, I make this from ground beef, which is sirloin ground beef. It's lean and it's enough fat to be tasty. And of course, I season it and sear first, and then I deep fry.
Ooh.
And it's one of my best plate for me. I can say.
There's all different kinds of breakfast platters on the menu. You can get a combination of anything you want. There are some items that are already kind of built for you, but if you want to throw in chorizo, you want to throw in the barbacoa on there, eggs any way you want it, bacon, you can do that. That white gravy also is just adding so much good, bold notes on there as well.
Thank you.
Curly.
Thank you. Mr. Curly.
That's Curly Mays, man. That's the
Mr.
legend
Curly.
right there. You have a whole corner dedicated to Curly Mays, right?
Yes.
You've performed with so many iconic legends throughout your career.
Oh yeah, the Nicholas brothers, and I guess right up with Elvis Presley. And well, when you look on my website, you can see all this. I've been every theater in the United States.
The trio sandwich right here.
Well, this is inspired from New York. You do not find breakfast tacos in New York.
No.
No. But you find every single corner egg sandwiches.
And you got some sauces on the side over here as well. You making these in-house?
Yeah, that's a ranchero salsa. Okay.
I like it. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
This is the trio sandwich, ranchero salsa on top as well. That's the bite.
Salud.
Oh, spicy.
This is not the ranchero salsa. Oh my God.
What kind of salsa is this, man? This is spicy.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh, Sergio, what are you doing to us, brother?
¿Qué salsa pusiste?
Esa es mixed.
All the hottest peppers you can find.
We've never put a caution sign up on the show, but we definitely need to put one up here. They're making all their sauces in-house. We got pepper bombed. We thought it was one. It was definitely not, and it was a very spicy salsa. Very good, a lot of flavor, but it'll get you. Sergio, thank you so much for having us.
No, thank you for coming.
Such an iconic restaurant. What a fun adventure out here that you can have if you really want to go spicy. Cheers to you, sir.
This is after the spices.
After the spicy, you need some pancake sweetness.
Yes.
There you go. Oh, that's good. Thanks, brother.
And next on the show, get ready for Brazilian-style all-you-can-eat pizza and ice-cold cocktails.
That is incredible.
A lot of flavor, huh?
So much flavor.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
The best way to beat the Texas heat is with an ice-cold froster from Circle K. I like to mix and match different flavors. There's so many different to choose from here. Plus, if you sign up online for their Sip and Save program, it's only $5.99. If you sign up in store, it is $8.99. So go online, save some money, and you can get one drink. That's one iced coffee, one Polar Pop, or one Froster every day for the whole month. That's one a day. It's a great deal. So come into Circle K, grab a Froster, cool down this summer. It is really hot, and enjoy yourself with their Sip and Save program where you can get one drink a day for the whole month. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Dallas in the Design District to go inside of a Brazilian-inspired all-you-can-eat pizza restaurant. Let's check out what's on the menu at Delucca, Gaucho Pizza and Wine. Joining me now is Vandelea. She is the owner out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us.
Of course, I love it.
And right in front of us, we have some of the top pizzas you can get off the menu. We have a little bit of everything. Talk to me about the concept. How did all of this get started?
In Brazil, it's very popular. This is concept, like I grew up eating like this. Every weekend, me, my cousins, friends, we would get together and compete who eats the most. So, like, how many slices can you get? And in Brazil, there's so many variety. Well, we have like about 17 varieties of savory and 4 sweet ones here.
And it's so different when you look through the menu. But I want to start with this pizza right here.
Yeah.
This one is a garlic steak pizza. Talk to me about the ingredients and how it's made.
So it's called garlic picanha. Picanha is the top of the top sirloin, very popular in Brazil, and made with the garlic is delicious. If you go to a Brazilian steakhouse, that's the meat that everybody, you know, fall in love with.
And in the flour, the fermentation process is 36 hours?
At least. Sometimes 48 hours, 3 days is the best because they rise better. The flour is unprocessed, so it's the healthier you can get, and the cheese is made in-house.
All right, this is the picanha garlic. Cheers, that's the bite. Oh my goodness. The garlic picanha pizza is incredible. Such great steak flavor that's on there. Mounds of garlic, the cheese that's made in-house, all that crust. You get it together, you take the bite. It is a thin crust on there, so you're not gonna fill up on just one slice, which is the intention, right? Because you want to eat a lot of it, and when you try it, you definitely will. We're gonna move over to this pizza. What's going on with this one?
So this is the Turkish lamb. Me and my husband, we traveled a lot all over the place. And Morocco, we went to Marrakesh and we got all these different spices. There is a Hazel Hanout, which is like a blend of 5 different spices from Morocco.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, there we go. That's the bite. Wow. The lamb pizza is so flavorful. It has so many spices on there. When you take the bite, it's unlike anything else I've ever had. It has that fresh tomato that's on the outside as well. You have some of the onions on there. That same crust, so it's super thin. So once again, you can eat a lot of it. This one that's got the corn on top, I see some cilantro. What's the sauce on there?
It's a sriracha mayonnaise.
Ooh.
Delicious, yeah.
My
a little
gosh.
spicy. And then we sprinkle a little sumac on top.
And this one is actually, this is vegetarian.
Yeah, and we have a lot of variety on vegetarian.
Here, grab a slice with me. We're going in on this
right.
one as well. The elote pizza. Cheers. That's the bite. Oh, wow. The elote pizza has all that flavor on top, that sriracha mayo that's on there, has a little bit of cilantro as well. You want to almost squeeze a lime on top and just punch it up. It is so good. Once again, that cheese that's on there, the crust, everything just works. Last but not least, you gotta save room for dessert. You have 4 different kinds of sweet pizzas on the menu. This is one of them. This has got Nutella on top. You already got me, because I love Nutella. Grab one of these with me. We're going back
Twist
in.
my arm. Cheers.
Here we go, dessert pizza. Oh my goodness. You have to save room for dessert. There's 4 different kinds of dessert pizzas that are on the menu. The mascarpone that's on there with the Nutella. All you need is a little bit of that powdered sugar on there. It is incredible. I highly recommend getting 2 pieces, putting them together, and making a little dessert sandwich. If you've been to a Brazilian restaurant, you see these cards, right?
Yes.
Explain to me the process and show us the card here.
Okay, so whenever you come to Delucca, you sit down, we get like a very good arugula salad with bread, lobster bisque, and Kobe beef meatballs. And then whenever you're ready for the delicious pizzas, you turn your card to green. And then our Gauchos, they come around with all the different pizzas. Whenever you want a break, you put it on red. And then whenever you want some more, green again.
You guys, if you love pizza, you have to come up here. There's actually multiple locations across the state expanding. So look out from Delucca's. I mean, delicious. Everything out here. The people are fantastic as well. I mean, you got to have a whole team out here that's helping you, right?
Yeah, we have a very good employees. A lot of people from Brazil, so it's very authentic.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
This is fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Ah, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Texas Eats will be right back.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get more information and a map on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, ksat.com/Texas Eats. And to get more information, of course, you can follow us online at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning right here on KSAT 12, because this is how Texas Eats.